The sweet lie that made you sick. In 1963, a quiet, bespectacled British scientist named John Yudkin stood on a stage and told the world something so obvious, so simple, and yet so dangerous to corporate profits that they buried him alive in ridicule. He said, "We now eat in 2 weeks the amount of sugar our ancestors of 200 years ago ate in a whole year." It wasn't a wild guess. It wasn't a new theory. It was data, clear, uncomfortable, dangerous, and it made the sugar industry panic. Because if the world believed him, if people suddenly realized they were being poisoned for profit, the empire of soft drinks, breakfast cereals, candy bars, low-fat, junk, and sweetened baby food would crumble. So they attacked him. They called him a quack. They paid scientists to prove that sugar was harmless and that fat, the food humans had eaten for thousands of years, was the real enemy. By the 1970s and 80s, supermarkets were flooded with low-fat products, each one stuffed with sugar to make it taste like food instead of cardboard. Your grandparents went from drinking water to drinking sodas, from eating whole foods and fresh meat to eating sugar-coated breakfast cereals and margarine, from cooking with butter to cooking with vegetable oil, another scam. And then diseases exploded. Heart disease, diabetes, cancer, fatty liver, infertility, depression, obesity, all on the rise. But sugar doesn't just make you fat. It hijacks your hormones. It keeps your insulin high all day so your body never burns fat. It feeds the wrong gut bacteria and fuels inflammation from your skin to your brain. It triggers the same brain pathways as cocaine. Yes, the sweet tooth is not cute. It's addiction in a dress. And the worst part? They hooked the children. Every lollipop, every juice box, every healthy sweetened yogurt, every fortified cereal with a cartoon mascot. Sugar was slipped into your baby's mouth before they even had teeth. Do you know what that does to a developing metabolism? It sets them up for a lifetime of insulin resistance before they even finish elementary school. And now, the same cycle repeats with imported junk, energy drinks on every corner, fast food lunches, and so-called fruit drinks that have never even seen a real fruit. We're living the nightmare Yudkin warned about. And here's the sick truth. Today, we don't just eat in 2 weeks what our ancestors ate in a year. In big cities, many people consume that much sugar in just 2 days. The sugar industry isn't just selling sweetness. They're selling slow death in shiny packaging. So the next time you reach for that harmless snack or drink, ask yourself, is this feeding my body or feeding the billion-dollar machine that thrives on my weakness? Because trust me, sugar doesn't just rot your teeth. It rots your willpower. It rots your cells. It rots your future. How much sugar do you think you consume in a week, honestly? And what has it already cost your health? Don't forget to subscribe to Herbs of the Field.